All right, guys. So we have the new update is live here. One thing I want to mention is when we talked about the Path of Blood, would we still get rewards? And it looks like they did backfeed us rewards for clearing levels. So I do want to show you, I did get rewards, got some legendaries, and it went all the way through. I had so much stuff that it gave me, I literally had to go salvage in order to claim all of this. And in total, I got 4 legendaries out of completing my Path of Blood. So for anybody that has completed their Path of Blood, if you log in, you will get money, you will get scrap, you will get legendaries for completing it. The other thing that came out, so if we come down here and we minimize our webcam, you can see now there's 3 additional stash tabs. I have one for the Boon of Plenty stash, says 19 days, and then you can buy that extra stash space for 200 platinum. So now I currently have 3. So it'll make it nice. I can actually go and do what I want to do with stash tabs. For now, I've just been keeping the stuff I constantly cycle out my inventory. I keep it in my inventory. Another thing I had heard that they did make active is now you can look at people and you can officially see the warband that they're in. So it all says Clan Eternal, then Warband Ding Dong Hardcore. So that's something to keep in mind. The other thing that I was discussing with people on the stream that I did forget to show is when you come to Essence and Item, and if you're somebody like me, that class changes a lot. All the classes that you've ever played are here. You can come through if you have legendaries that you wore so you could class change and you want to essence those items instead of throwing them in the stash. You can come back to the class you played, and anything that you have pursued in the mastery essence, it will go towards that and it will upgrade your mastery levels there. So you do have all your classes right now. I have those 4 legendaries. I can extract them and slowly build this mastery essence for this demon hunter. Looks like we are just 2 short. These 2 were a double, so we will get 29, and we'll extract this, but it'll be 1 out of 2. So that's our legendaries there. Another thing people tend to forget is looking at trying to get extra essences. You can do this daily. Come over here, come pick up your mastery weapons. So I recommend only getting it down to the first bar that actually increases the amount of money. That way you can go in between and you can actually buy, like, look at that. I managed to pick up a couple legendaries, up 3 legendaries, and now I don't have enough gold, but I have 9k gold left over. 3 legendaries, or 10k gold, 3. It's going to cost me 9k to put all these in. You don't have to come ID them. So keep that in mind. It is a fast way to lose your money, but it also is a good way to try and pick up some extra legendary items. And looking like getting that, we unlocked the first mastery for DH. So that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, class changing all the time. I constantly have to rework all that mastery level. So now, if you look at your skills, every time you get a mastery level unlock, it does additional damage for the skills that you have equipped with an essence. So if I go to Sentry, there's nothing for it. Smokescreen, there's nothing for it. But because I have essence for it, it will show me, all right, range of vengeance damage increased by 6%, multi-shot increased by 6%. If I come down to vengeance, damage increased by 30%, increase all damage you deal by 7.8%. Daring swing, there's nothing because I'm not wearing any essence. Your crossbow shot, we have a increase by 3% damage on it. So just keep that in mind. If you're ever curious, you can play around and swap your legendaries around to see what you get. So like 30% vengeance cooldown, Rain of Vengeance damage increased by 10%. Increased damage by 6%. So don't confuse the 6% with an awakening. So like 7.8. Deal all damage increased by 7.8. So if we come back up here, you're increasing damage for 3.6 seconds, stacking up to 5. This is the awakening for that. 7.8 increased damage by 3%, and increased multi-shot damage by 6%. So it's just something to look at and keep all that in mind. Another thing people have been asking, which we will be doing another update when it does come out, is our legendaries and the current stats for them and stuff like that. That we are going to have to see what the post update brings for all these new gems, so keep that in mind when it does come out. Your secondary stats are overall going to change, and it looks like they added your combat rating to the first page, so you don't have to come to the second page. And now, because it used to be right above your armor, you'd have combat rating, armor pen, armor, potency, resistance. Now it's right on the first page, so it's easy to look. And then obviously if you wanted to come down and see their resonance level, you still can indeed do that. So the other thing I was curious to see is, I don't think it was on this update, but it should be coming out, is you have the effect to reset your Paragon. This is your free icon. The easiest and most effective way to increase your overall is, don't focus on getting anything you don't need if you're not going to play that class. If you do PvP, go for health. Health is a big one. And then look at your gems. Like, try and get health. Try and get damage if you need it. But overall, try and get your health boosted up. And then look at your gems and see what you're low in when you do a Paragon reset. Like, looking at mine, I have 26, 22, 21. So my armor is the one that's not over 2K yet. So you can come through all your Paragon trees, and as you level, or you could do a reset. You got your resistance, you got your armor pen, you got your potency, you got your health. You come over here, you got your armor, you got your damage. So just keep that in mind. Like, the main focus I always do is come get Gladiator. I don't really care about the traps. And then because I'm always class changing, I always do try and get max gold, max potential for drops. So Treasure Hunter, I typically get 100. But as you can see, I'm slowly working towards armor, because there really is no need for me to do a reset on my skills, but I do have that afforded option. The other thing is, when you come to your class change, always make sure when you do a class change, because people have done it, make sure you're not wearing any of your warband gear when doing it. It does suck to lose a little bit of combat rating, but it'll suck even more if you roll strength or int based and you're not in int class. When you roll over to int, you won't be able to put that warband item back on, but it'll also change it to a yellow, and that is not what you want to do. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're wearing your highest piece of gear. You got a chance if you have a really nice ring. Right now I have a double. If I were to class change, I'd have a double single, double double, and I could take the double double ring and I could duplicate it. Like if you look over here, I have a double double here, double double here. This was a reservist ring off of one of my double doubles. So just keep that in mind when you do a class change. When you come over to the class change, right here it says I have one remaining, so I could change class if I wanted right now. And currently I don't want to class change, but you do have that option. And down the road it will tell you like, here's your current class, and you can switch to any of them. But obviously right now I wouldn't want to. It says my previous class was a barbarian. So you get that revert every 7 days, and supposedly down the road you will be able to play platinum to do a free revert. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is there is a event going on currently right now. It's a normal daily login right now. You get 2 things you can do each day. It's going till the 16th. Next update and battle pass come out on the 22nd. Or the new update comes out on the 22nd. And if you look at your current codex, it'll tell you in 7 days, 10 hours, that will be expiring for the new battle pass. So if you haven't finished your battle pass, start getting it to level 40 so you can get everything you can out of it. And with the new event, it's just daily login rewards all the way up to 10. So you do 2 a day. Tomorrow you'll get the 3, you'll get a legendary. Free crest, you'll get another free pearl, you'll get a bound legendary crest. And then you got your typical logins. The other big update that happened as well, that bounty that you had, the 1.2 XP for one of your bounties when you come and do one of your bounties. You can come here, normal bounty, now boom, times 5 bonus XP. And it tells you the XP you're going to get: 64k, 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 270k. So when you log in, make sure you knock out your bounties, because you are just losing free XP right there. The other thing that some people typically forget about is your Helicory bosses. They reset Monday and Thursday, and it would behoove you, anything you haven't done, like we haven't done all these Hell 8 bosses, there are XP, and it is a significant flat bonus XP. So if you're over server Paragon level, it doesn't matter. You can get 2 million XP. So keep that in mind. You do have to have the rewards available in order to get the XP, get the chests, all that stuff. So if you've already done it, don't waste your time doing it. Just like if you come down to some of the ones you may or may not have done, like when they introduced, oh, Hell 1, we still have XP. So one of these times before we hit Hell 8, we're going to have to come, and we're actually going to have to use Warband if we want the XP and we want the chests. If we just want the Warband bonus of getting the orbs, we can quite literally just come run a warband of at least a minimum of 4, and you can get your Void Blood Slag. So, with that being said, I look forward to showing you the next update, and if there's anything that I missed, please let me know. And another thing, people sleep on this. I want to talk to before you leave, the legacy of Heraldrum. Even if you don't have keys, if you don't buy your 5 daily keys, you're saving up for that 377 keys, and you don't buy the weekly pack, that's fine. Every day though, come into your sanctum, come over here, come do your sanctum, and at least open up that free chest. Especially if you haven't found your crest for Ivan's Fod, just come open it. You get it by opening chests, and it's free. You can at least do your free while you're waiting, and then anytime you get a chance to update any of your secondaries and you happen to see gems on the market, if you're trying to level up secondaries, just try and buy them. If you sit and watch the market, they will pop. They will be active. We have leveled up so many of our gems after this server merge. It has just been crazy. And the other thing I wanted to check out real quick is seeing we did get the new cosmetic. So the new cosmetic has come out, the Void from Beyond. This is the Demon Hunter. It looks like, just like it said in the update, it is only in the standard edition. So standard edition means you don't get the portal. You don't get any special things with it. Like when you buy this standard, it shows you're getting a portal with it for the collector's edition. But you at least get some new weapons. You get a new cosmetic. I actually think that looks pretty sick for a DH, and I'm really curious to see what some of the other classes have in store. I know we do have some pics of a couple other ones that were posted in our stream, and I could actually show you that if you would so like to see, just in case. But you can just log into your account and see for the current class. Right now we'll open, we got Barb, and it looks like we have Wizard, so we'll open that. And we have Necro. And let's see, did he send... So the only other thing I can see is, let's see if we go to our warband real quick. Let's see if one of our monks in our group actually got the... Alright, so looks like Adamus did get the new monk cosmetic. So that looks pretty sick. The next thing I will show you is we have... Here is our new class. This is coming from our buddy Diakum from Korea. He sent us these yesterday because they had their update before us. This is the Necro cosmetic. Here is the Wizard cosmetic. And here is the Barbarian cosmetic. So just keep that in mind. And if you want the cosmetics, it is 1,000 orbs. I'm a sucker for cosmetics, so I will be buying this later today. I am, in fact, excited to show you guys the updates that have come along in this past. So another thing I wanted to show you, I just logged into my alt. For anybody that hasn't played the game in a really long time, they've done so many updates and quality of life patches, whether it's a armorer next to the battlegrounds, an armorer in your warband castle, a blacksmith and an identifier in there. There is also, for anybody starting out or coming back to the game, a catch-up mechanic where it says, welcome back to the Sanctuary. Battle to the Sanctuary still rages, my friend. I put together selective items to quickly upgrade your equipment on return. You can click view more. And here is another return thing. The moment you log in, you have a timer that starts down on it. It says there's 13 days available to collect in 10 minutes. Every so often you're able to auto collect a claim for logging in. You just logging in, you get 30. It gives you bonus XP. You complete bounties, complete a dungeon, Elder Rift. These are just your daily tasks, and you can do it, and it will give you set items of your choice. And obviously you can see the new character on here. You can come, got a Paragon point. So I wanted to show you there is a little bit of a catch-up mechanic to help people. If you are under server level, you do still continue to get that 800% XP. So keep that in mind that originally it was 400 XP when you're under server level. When you're drastically under, it's at least 40 levels under the current server, which this server I sent my alt to for testing. server's at 506. The XP resort is at 800%. And the other thing, if you wanted to ever, you move servers for some reason, you wanted to come back, you can click transfer and you could go to another server. And as you can see, you get that one time free. And then you can select a server. So I go back. Oh, I want to go back to Zoten Cool. You continue to pay. It's making sure you don't have anything. You can click continue to transfer. I agree to the terms, continue to transfer. And then it's going to say this process will take a lot of times. You won't be able to play. And then after you click OK, it's going to have you pay the amount of money to come back. Right now, I don't need to pay to send my alt back because I don't really care. I do it to do a lot of low-level testing. Like as you can see, all my pieces are low gear, 5s and 6s and 7s, rank 9, rank 8s. So for anybody starting out and you're having trouble, you got the normal dust, you have your bulging, your upgraded mats. We have all these ignite crystals and our cryptic crystals, and anything you do, you can still do catch up. You will have to grind those levels, but people forget that upgrading your gear will increase your combat rating. So if you're ever trying to figure out why you can't get your combat rating and you're not in a war band, come and see if you can do an upgrade. If you can do an upgrade, do an upgrade. Rank it up to that next level. And it shows you, it increases my int and vit by 2, but as you go up in levels, it is going to increase it drastically more. So keep that in mind, that you can just upgrade these as you need. And if you run out of the stuff, you can use the newer stuff. It isn't really recommended, but you can use the new stuff. Just like if you are over level 20 and you're trying to upgrade your gear, you can use the old stuff. It is at an expensive, ridiculous amount change rate. But you can do that. And if you have any bulging wisps and stuff like that, you can do upgrades to this. Like I have wisps in Hell 3, Hell 4, Hell 5. Don't have any in 6 or 7 because my character is nowhere near being able to play that. But I could literally get, it's for the lower wisps, a 5-to-1 ratio for an upgrade. And then 6, 7, and 8 are all cost 7. So you do have a way, like what I'm currently doing on my main is any Hell 8 gear I get, because I don't know what class I want to play at 600. I am just scrapping. If it ain't a triple socket, I am not keeping it. I am scrapping it, and I want all the wisp that I can get for Hell 8, and I'm just going to try and craft the gear for the character I am playing. So, like I said in the past, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Make sure you catch up any which way you can, and as you can see, I'm at 499 YouTube subscribers. Let's hit that 500 goal and try and get us up to 1,000 as well down the way, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great one. Also, guys, just in case you were curious, I am going to be streaming here shortly. I am trying a new game, and I'm probably going to consistently try and play it on Wednesdays. So if you want to come watch me play the new Hogwarts Legacy, I will be streaming that later today. And then during the rest of the week, I will be playing Diablo Immortal. I will be doing my dailies. I will be fighting in BGs. As you can see, I have the BG counter still counting down. You at least want to do your 3 BG dailies a day, get your blessings if you are a shadow, do your immortal dailies if you are immortal. But I am going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy. It's a really fun single-player game. I loved all the Harry Potter series games, so when this one came out, I, of course, bought it. If you've not pre-ordered it, you can still pre-order it on the Hogwarts Legacy website. and you can, in fact, play it early. Otherwise, you have to wait till February 10th, and it does come out on all platforms. So I will be playing that later today, and I will see you guys later.